visitors. We've got George. Wallace is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Rose in at the shooting guard. And for Chicago, at the guards, it's... Oh, look at this!
And once again, we are reminded, these are the best athletes in the world.
Pass to Buzelis. High post Vucevic. Up and in on the layup.
Well, moving Vucevic inside's like trying to move a brick wall.
White against Iverson. Chicago grabs the miss. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. A great skill development program showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Here's Rose, and finished off by Rose.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Giddey surveying the D. Pass to Vucevic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Rose penetrating and finished off by Rose.
How about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
Nice recognition of the closing defender. Got it away there in a hurry.
Rose up on top. Light covering, and it's good for two. Rose has got 8 points.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor. Excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
Chicago with the ball. It's a three-point game. It's Giddey with the drive. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Giddey. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game. Vucevic has gone 2 of 3 from the field. Rose against White, 13 feet away. Rose, no good. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Pulls it up. And it's White missing. Wallace kicks to Rose.
2 minutes remaining.
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
1:53 left here in the first quarter. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Checking in for the away team, Luka Doncic. Kyrie Irving.
Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Irving looking over the floor. Over Giddey. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. Chicago making some changes. Okoro comes in for Dosunmu. And Trey Jones subbed in for White. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Bounce pass from Okoro. Jones sets the pick for Buzelis. Pass to Jones. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Irving. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Almost effortless looking. Kyrie's motion inside is so well practiced.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter. And here is Giddey. Back to Jones. Now Buzelis. Here's Vucevic. That misses off the backboard. And here they come. Here's Irving. And the layup falls.
The blinding quickness of Irving. So fun watching him turn on the Jets in the open court.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Pass to Vucevic. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Doncic. Vucevic has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Irving. The putback. Here's Doncic. And Okoro pulls it down. Chicago trails by 5. Jones with it. Nothing on the board. Giddey with the screen on Irving. With 2 seconds left, and it comes off the front of the rim. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Up 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Victor Wembanyama is out there with Khalil Ware. Then it's George. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Iverson in at the point. There's the steal. And here's Herter. Smith outside. Pass to Jones. Over in the corner, Williams. Okoro up top. Shot clock at 6. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Herter's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Bulls. Herter's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. You know, Stan, Kevin Herter is a pretty big celebrity at his old high school.
Well, for good reason, Kevin. I mean, this is a guy who's risen to great success in the NBA. And so when he goes back home, everybody wants to be the next Kevin Herter.
Smith finds Herter. Back to Smith. George with the steal. Iverson with the ball. Jones covering. A pull-up. It's Iverson finishing off the runaway.
In the mid-range, Iverson can be so dangerous. He is just so skilled at making those shots.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
So for the Bulls, Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Okoro. Josh Giddey comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's White in for Trey Jones. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Dosunmu. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. Here's Edgecombe. And it's off from three-point range. Chicago trails by 4. On the wing, Giddey. And the Bulls with another miss. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Now, Giddey. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Bulls making a switch here. Bruce Ellis is checked in. Here's Edgecombe. Bruce Ellis grabs the board. Giddey kicks to White. Pass to Smith. Beyond the arc. And Ware pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc
SGA.
We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. Smith outside. Pass to Giddey. Smith with a screen on SGA. Here's Buzelis. 4 on the clock. Here's White. Misses and the dry spell continues. Here's Irving. Good on the shot. Irving's got 6 points.
You can see there Irving just getting a little tricky with the handles. He has so many ways he can beat you.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 10. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Vucevic checked in for Chicago. And that one falls for White.
What I like about Kobe White is his attitude on the court. He's an up-tempo player who never seems to lose energy.
The visitors on defense. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Dosunmu. Count it. Dosunmu's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
From free throw range. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And that's a confident stroke from Rose. He has potential to be dangerous as a scorer.
Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. Here's Giddey. No good on the triple. Doncic dishes to George. Here's Rose, driving inside. Here's Ware. It's rebounded by Giddey. Chicago trails by 9. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. That one drops for him. Vucevic has got 6.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Really left alone that time.
Doncic can score from distance, whether it's spotting up or off the dribble, and he has got a maturity to his skill set.
Over to the left wing. Here's Vucevic, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so we wrap up the first half. Up 10. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. White, wide open, he fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the dunk by Rose.
Yeah, this is how lethal Rose can be on offense, and it's because of that high motor he possesses.
On the wing, Dosunmu. And the Bulls with another miss, trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
And it's in there.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Outside, White. Dosunmu, the pass to White. Bulls moving the ball around. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Back to Rose. Stripped it away. Here's Buzelis. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist.
A pass-first kind of guard. Great decision by Giddey to give it up there.
Wallace dishes to Rose, and he drives in. Vucevic with the rebound. Chicago trails by 15. Here's Dosunmu. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard. This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, making plays for other people and running an offense. He can handle and pass as well as anyone.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside, White. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, you got to applaud the readiness of Coby White. His feet were set, his shoulders lined up, just needed the ball.
Irving. He can't hit that time. White with the defensive effort.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
That one falls. Irving's got 8.
Wow, that was no wet spot he slipped on, folks. He just plain broke him down.
Yeah, you don't see guys weak-legged like that very often. We'll be seeing that play for weeks to come.
Chicago trails by 14. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jones, the pass to Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 10 points for him.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Some changes for Chicago. Smith checked in for Buzelis. Toro comes in for Dosunmu. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Coby White. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Vucevic setting the pick for Jones. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Iverson. That one good for 2. Iverson's got his second basket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Away team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Foul. Second team.
First one falls for him.
Well, you like the passion Jones steps on the floor with, especially for being so undersized.
Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. Josh Giddey comes in for Kevin Huerter. Chicago trails by 14. Pass to Jones. Plenty of space. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. They get it back. The kick out to Irving. There's the three. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 17. And we're coming right back. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Doncic with it. They've got Smart. Khalil Ware is out there with Wallace. Then there's Doncic. And it's Edgecombe in at the 2. And that one drops.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
Smart against Jones. Pass to Williams. This one for 3. Okoro shot is off. There's the line to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And I'm sure next time he sits down, Coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
And here is Giddey. Pass to Smith. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So for the Bulls, Bruce Ellis is checked in for Patrick Williams. And it's Carter in for Trey Jones. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball. Well, this is what you're trying to do, put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Carter outside. Can they get it? On the wing, Giddey. And again, Chicago. No good. Edgecombe with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Here's Rose.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Smith outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Listen, yes, Jalen Smith can make a triple, but at his core, he's at his best down low.
Outside Rose. Wembanyama sets a screen for Rose. Good on the bucket. Rose has got 24 points.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Can't nail the jumper. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And the dunk by Rose.
And when he sets his mind to it, Derrick Rose is able to attack and finish through contact about as well as anybody in our league.
Smith with a screen on Wallace. Here's Buzelis. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Rose against Carter. The kick out to Rose. Over Carter. Rose attacking. Misses off the left iron. So it's Chicago now. Giddey, no one around him. And the Bulls with another miss. 58 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Outside Rose. Takes it inside. They get it back. Pass to Edgecombe. Hands it from downtown.
Okay, BJ Edgecombe, we see the work you put into that three-point shot. A great sign for his future.
Here's Buzelis. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. 7-second difference, shot game clock, and finished off by Rose.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Here's Giddey. It's rebounded by Doncic. Pass to Rose. Shoots the 3. Off target with that shot. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Derrick Rose.